This might be my favorite movie of the year. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about King Richard, the new movie starring Will Smith, Anjanou Ellis, Sanaya Sidney, Demi Singleton, and John Bernthal. It's based on a true story of Venus and Serena Williams' father, Richard Williams. Uh, right off the bat, Will Smith is incredible in this movie. Just the way he says certain words and certain phrases. He says peoples a lot, and he says feats. Um, Serena and Venus were, had a hands-on approach with this movie, and they said that Will, embodied their father too. So just seeing him on screen in the little short shorts he always wore and the high socks that he wore, it was a transformation of sorts for Will Smith. I really enjoyed the interactions he had with his daughters, all five of them. It wasn't just a Venus and Serena show, or movie that just focused on them. It was a lot of it was about Richard and the way he handled things. He had brochures about Venus and Serena. He was handing them out. He was trying to get them into, a club to play and practice because they're from Compton. And the park that they played in and practiced in was filled with drug dealers and, all these other, bad influences around them. And he tried his best to, shield them from that. And the way he just spoke goodness to them, and he just always hyped them up. All of his kids, he always told them that they were great and they could be something and they would be great tennis players. And it was hard for a black family trying to get into tennis, so he got turned away a lot of different times, and he had to make things happen, for his kids. And it was just really cool spending that time with the family. And everything wasn't all peachy clean and sunshine. He had his problems, and more than a few times, his wife Brandy said stuff to him. Spoke up. Not only for herself but for her kids, and tried to put her foot down. For certain instances when he would take it a little bit too far. Like he always spoke about being humble. And at one point, Venus, wins a tournament. She has the trophy, and her siblings are just enjoying it, and he gets upset and like kind of leaves them in a store, and she's like, don't ever leave my kids like that again. It's just like little things like that where she would step up, and you would know that she was there for this journey as well, even though he was at the forefront of trying to, put his kids in better positions to be incredible tennis players. I think it's something that fathers should go see with their kids, especially their daughters, because it was inspirational watching it. I have no kids, but just watching it, it was touching and heartwarming. Just the way he always like loved his kids, and he always spoke good to his children. There wasn't really any instances where he got upset at the kids. He would get upset at people asking them questions. He would shield them from stuff. And at some point he had to get out of the way and let Venus and Serena, do their thing, because he always had this plan since before they were born, and he mentions it over and over. I have this plan. And, people get upset after hearing it for a while. And, at some point he had to step aside and let Venus, make those decisions for herself. I also thought it was incredible. Like, how movies based on true stories, at the end, you see like the footage of, the real people. They did an incredible job of just capturing the moments that, the Williams family have on home video, of just them interacting with their father, training, the certain things that they say it in the movie. It looks so well done. It's an incredible feeling, just watching it. And most importantly for me, seeing this movie, I think it was very important that Venus got a lot of shine, because she came first. Serena is probably the best tennis player ever, but a lot of people forget that Venus was ahead of her, and older. The older sibling usually gets lost, in the shuffle sometimes. But it was good seeing Sanaya Sidney play Venus just the way she embodied her, sometimes having very emotional scenes with her father, and just her wanting to play tennis and be great. Their responses to certain questions was just different for kids at that time. And kids, being 14 years old and just having a response of, I don't want to be like anybody else. I want people to be like me. It was just, again, really inspiring, just incredible performances all around the board. John Berthal, he comes in, halfway through the movie, and he's just incredible, on screen with Will Smith. It's, again, a lot of fun. There's a lot of tennis being played, but it's a lot of, family things that's done in this movie that, just, it tugs at the heartstrings, and, as you watch it. And I thought it's a tough movie to like end. Like, where do you end, this story? And I thought they did a good job of, where they came to an end, with this particular story. But it was, again, a lot of fun. I enjoyed the performances, especially from the children, and seeing their interactions with each other, seeing Venus and Serena just love each other, and Serena having to take a step back, but not being upset, with her sister, always cheering for her, but doing her own thing, and just all the sisters loving each other. Again, right now it's probably my favorite movie of the year. It comes out, I believe, in a week, November 19th, so go check it out. And again, fathers, take your daughters, parents, take your kids in general to go see this inspiring movie of, a parent trying to do right by their kids and not losing control. I don't think he lost control in terms of trying to put his kids in the right position. But those are just my thoughts on King Richard. If you've seen the movie, please let me know what you thought about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Deuces.